LogicvsFaith here with y'all one more time. As you guys know, I haven't made a video for a while. For those of you who are subscribers to me, if not, subscribe. I'll post videos similar to the ones I've been posting, which usually involves religion, economics, and politics. I like to talk about those kinds of things, so if you like those things, subscribe, and hopefully we can be friends, and it'll be a happy, fun time. Okay, I'm making a response video to K6 Faces. That's spelled K-S-I-C-S-F-A-C-E-S. I will put this video as a response to him, so obviously you'll know that it's his video by watching it, and you'll see my response video. Let's hope. Okay, so the video is called "Is God Weak?" I think this is a good video for me to respond to because this is something I like to talk about, and of course I'll assume that most of you will be able to guess my position is yes, I am atheist, and yes, I completely agree, or I think God is either weak. Well, I believe he's non-existent, but I think he's weak as well, if he did exist. So throughout the video, the guy, the gentleman who is on acid, decides he's going to make a lot of points, and a lot of them are valid. He does a good job in the video. So I thought I'd answer some of his questions that he posted, and any questions that other people might have. So my first talking point is, if God is so strong, why hasn't he killed the devil? Because if you read the Bible, I believe it's in the New Testament, God says that eventually heaven and hell are going to have a huge war of, like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and oh no bitch you did not. So God is like getting ready to beat the tits off the devil anyway. But that doesn't answer the question of, if God was so strong, why has he not killed the devil? And I think that's a pretty easy answer. If God was strong enough to kill the devil, he wouldn't kill the devil, because the devil is still an angel. Technically, the devil was his angel, and as we all know, God loves his sons, or anything he's created, his sons and daughters. So killing the devil would be like killing one of his own sons. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, yeah, God wiped out the planet because of their corruption. Yeah, God had a temper tantrum and decided that, hey, I don't like these people, I'm gonna fuck them up. And he did. So, but I think the intrinsic part of this is why he didn't kill the devil, or why he hasn't killed the devil, is because he needs the devil as sort of a mitigation to souls. Such, like, this is, of course, I don't believe in any of this shit, I want you guys to know that, but he needs them as a mitigation of souls. So if some guy murders 10 people, rapes a few women, should that person have gone to hell or heaven if there's no devil, or would he be stuck in limbo? Where would he go? So I think hell is a fitting place for sinners, as God sees it. So destroying the devil would serve no purpose, because then God would have to deal with the overflow of dumbass souls who killed everybody, or who have committed sins. But that a lot of people are going to say, well, if God didn't create the devil, we wouldn't have, or if God didn't create the devil, we wouldn't have this sin problem. Well, now you're just getting into a whole new can of worms, and it goes on forever, because God's not real anyway, so it doesn't matter. None of this is real. Anyway, sorry. Talking point B. Is if God wrote the Bible, or sorry, if God wrote the Bible, why was it translated falsely so many times? Or why do we say, well, here's the deal, God didn't write the Bible. Actually, he spoke to men and told them what to write. Seems like a pretty solid thing, but then consider that these are primitive men. They don't have a society with science and education like we do today. They don't have the understanding that we do. What they have is a desert, lot of wives and a god to try and believe in. That's what they essentially have, is that they needed to fabricate this all-powerful being who was there to watch over them. And what they did was they would fabricate stories. This is what I believe. I think they would fabricate stories. So when word of their Bible and their God went around to other nations who didn't believe in this God, they would fear the people of God. Not to mess with them, not to kill them, not to attack them, because they have this all-powerful sentient being on their side who can erase them from existence just like that. And they didn't, of course, back then they didn't understand that that God today, like the way we see God today, is as a power figure, essentially in the United States, as believe in this guy because it's good. No, back then they would use this God as like a tyranny almost. Like, don't fuck with me, I got God, man. He'll throw a pillar of fire at your ass. What can you do about it? That's kind of what I think it is. Third talking point, sorry. He says that God, the Bible, is the only way to communicate with God. Well, no, Christian faith also says that you can pray to communicate with God. But we've all seen the stellar results of praying. It's like one to science. Where are you all over there? Science is over there with like a couple billion. So the success rate's over there. So yeah, we all know that God doesn't heal amputees.com, or why doesn't God heal amputees.com? There you go. And why has the Bible been misconstrued so many times? Well, the Bible has been translations upon translations upon translations within generations and generations and generations and generations. And Jesus Christ. And anyway, the Bible was passed down historically generation to generation, and it was eventually rewritten because throughout the times the pages would be too difficult to read, so they had to fill in. They would have to rewrite a page or two, and of course they didn't have an ultimate guess. They'd have to guess at what the pages said previously, and it could be that they had got it wrong. They messed some stuff up, or they wanted to exaggerate it a little bit more for the times. Oh my God did this compared to this. Your power figure, your king. Don't mess with me. Or it's possible that the Bible just didn't fit in with the context of the time period. So, like for example, the Crusades, they used it as an example that they were expelling the infidels from their Holy Land in a crusade for God. I'm pretty sure not once in the Bible did God go, "Oh, you guys really need to kill these infidels. They're just chilling in my Holy Land. Get them off my property." So, I mean, of course, there's plenty of things in the Bible that are ridiculous and controversial and so stupid that it's unbelievable. Don't wear cloth or different. Don't wear polyester and cotton blend. Don't eat shellfish. You can beat up your slave if he lives, then it's cool, but if he dies, you need to be slapped on the hand. Things like that. That's why the Bible is so disingenuous and stupid. Anyway, that was my talking points. It's things that I tried to answer the best I could, the things that I thought of. Of course, I'm atheist. I don't believe in anything I said. I don't believe that God is real or the Bible's real or is right. I think it's been written by primitive men as a scare tactic, in a way. So, yeah. Please comment, rate, subscribe if you like what I'm saying. Not all my videos are like this, and I will be posting more in the future, of course. Thank you guys. Have a great day.